So, real quick, I just want to talk about Iron Man 3 because I did see that on Friday and I was very much not feeling it. So, I wanted to give it a couple days to sort of marinate in my mind so maybe I could figure out why I didn't like it as much. But let's go. For the most part, Iron Man 3 was was entertaining. Did you guys just see that? Was entertaining. It had some good action moments. There were some funny bits and stuff. However, the acting was good. I think that the downfall for Iron Man 3 was the writing. I think that sometimes when you have characters that are well established and situations that are well established, sometimes the writers think that the movie just writes itself, and that was the feeling that I got. That was the thing that I didn't like about the movie. A lot of the dialogue between like Pepper and Tony and Happy, and even Brody, Don Cheadle's character. The dialogue between them, it felt so samey, like from what we have seen in Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, that I don't know, it just felt like less inspired and just kind of corny. Like, yeah, this is, predictably what Tony would say to Pepper in in this kind of situation. So a lot of that stuff was a little predictable. I have to say, I was talking to my friend whose boyfriend is a big comic book fan, and he was saying that he hated the way that they treated the Mandolin character, who was supposedly a badass villain in the comic books. But if you saw the movie, you would know that he was not portrayed as such. I'm not giving any spoilers, but I will say Ben Kingsley cracked me up. He was really funny in it, and I thought that was sort of a creative kind of way to do the villain. Is it Crispin Glover? I think Crispin Glover was the no. Guy Pearce was the main bad guy, and he was menacing. He played his role well. I don't think that there was enough from him, and I also think that the fire people, whatever that was, I didn't like that. I don't know. I thought that they maybe should have had a different kind of power, but to me it was kind of like, okay, how are you killing them? How are you making sure that they die? Because we've seen them get blown up and stuff like that, and they just reanimate. So that was something that was a little confusing to me as well. So overall, I would give it like a C, or like a 6.5 out of 10. It had, and it kept my attention enough where I didn't fall asleep, but I have to say I was nodding off, and it was kind of hard to keep my eyes open at certain parts. I thought the probably the coolest part was when he was saving the 12 people who just fell off the airplane, and he was like, okay, we got to do the monkey barrel thing. I like that. And I did like that part where his house got blown up, and all the stuff was falling on him, so he was at the bottom of the ocean just kind of stuck. I don't know, that was intense. I really like that. Don Cheadle was funny. He looked good. I mean, Don Cheadle is an attractive guy and everything, but I have never, I was into him in this movie. He looked good. Overall, it was just it was a fun time movie, but it wasn't as good as I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more dark or a little more dramatic. They try to force that on us, but it didn't feel authentic, so yeah, I just am kind of like, So, the next movie is Star Trek. We are going in. So, I keep smiling.